it's Jamie with Formidable Fabrications again. Today, we're starting on this truck. So, my client wants me to tear down those stake body sides that are on there. And we're gonna put solid steel sides on it. Let's see if my GoPro, there we go. We're gonna do solid steel sides, but these things are ridiculously heavy to get off. So I figure let's have a little fun with this. So I gotta get the wood off of these things and then pull the metal off because they don't want the metal sides either. So let's have a little fun with this. All right, so we're back on the truck project, and so far I didn't record any of this. We had some camera issues and I had to order some new parts, so I missed a little bit of filming. But long story short, we cut new holes in the bed frame rail to line up with, you can't really see, you see my hand right here. Actually, hold on. Let's see, there we go. The frame rail right here, it lines up with the hole, so when I put the metal in, I can use this as another welding surface. So I'm not a big fan of just welding on top and going straight up. I really like to go in and actually hit a frame rail, a horizontal frame rail, to give me some extra support. So there will be added diagonal support on the sides themselves, but either way I still just like to have that little bit of extra support. So what we did was had to clean off the bed, so I had to actually call the client to come and just get all the trash off the bed, because once I took the sides off I realized there's a lot of trash that was still like jammed in the corners and everything. So they came, cleaned it out, waited for a nice rainstorm to wash as much of it out as I could, and then essentially it was just scraping these edges and taking a wire wheel trying to clean them off a little bit better. So right now I am currently working on taking off these reinforcing gussets, which I don't really need because the new steel is going to be I think about up to the height of that up there, and it's going to go all the way across to about that height right there, so it'll be about 5 foot tall. So I'm not going to video too much of this basic cleanup, but I'll get the camera back on once we actually start putting everything together. All right, welcome back everybody. So it's a couple days later. We got one side of the truck done. Take a walk around and show you. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but unfortunately I haven't videoed much of this. So what we did is we have C-channel rails and a C-channel top, and everything is welded in place. And this actually has paint. I was kind of in a rush. I don't know if the camera shows how awful this looks, but it's not even a 50-50 paint job. It's more like a 75-75, like 75 miles an hour, 75 feet away. We're desperately trying to get some paint on this thing quickly before the rain a few days ago. And then it's been ridiculously cold and I haven't been able to really do much outside. Current state of the bed is pretty shabby. So the bed is actually a wooden bed with metal diamond plate on top of it, and it's completely rusted out. These bed rails that are along there are bed rails at best. You know, they're around the bed and they're shaped like a rail, but there's not really much holding them. So these pieces I'm welding in are welded to the rails, but I'm using a gusset system. And this is good for two reasons. A, this keeps the material from building up in the corners, which is the whole reason why these things rust so bad. If you can see in there how bad that is. Secondly, it provides a really great support system for this, because once you start putting heavy stuff in here, these will start to bow out. I got this 3/16 steel to kind of help counter that, knowing that the sides were not, you know, super great, or the bed rails weren't super great. Not that this bed is any better to hold this, but anything I can get at this point is better than nothing. So what we're doing today is doing the other side rail. I have today and tomorrow before I have to get paint on this, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow evening, and I really don't feel like cleaning off the steel a second time to get paint on it. So I'm trying to hurry up and get it done, but at the same time giving a lesson and I guess doing video. So what we started with was a string line across the top that goes along the outer rail. So I found out that this rail is square, and of course the truck headache rack is square. So running a string line in between there, and then we come over here, and I don't know how great the camera picks it up in this light, but the string line is going down, so I know exactly where these posts need to go. Once I know where these posts need to go, then I can weld them in place and know that they're in the right position. The next step will be, once that post is fully welded in, Then we'll run a beam that goes from here to the top of that one, and it, you know, runs right there. And then once I get that up, then we'll take the rest of these supports and put them in all the holes, and they'll go up and meet the support beam that's on the top. So once we get that done, that'll be essentially the shell of the wall system. And then we can take these 1/8" plates and just lift them up, butt them up, and then we weld them from the outside. Okay, so here we are with the sides. This is the driver's side of the truck. I think I'm just going to do pictures of the finished product just because I wasn't able to get a good filming on the last section of the truck due to bad lighting and weather conditions and how bad I suck at filming stuff. So anyway, here's the driver's side of the truck. Everything's painted up really nice. There's the passenger side. Same deal, just flip-flopped. Here's the back looking in. You can see I put up those diagonal gussets, and they serve two purposes. That's to keep the stuff from getting stuck in the bed, and it also helps to hold the sides up and give it a little bit more support. Thanks for watching my video as always. If you could, please like and subscribe. Just for you, it's as simple as hitting a button, but for me, it makes all the difference in the world on my YouTube channel and getting me out there for other people to see. If you like the music, please check out New Jersey Transit Band on Instagram. It's my nephew and his buddy, and they make pretty awesome music. So thanks again. I'll see you on the next one.